Hello. Good afternoon. Happy Saturday, everybody. It is I, Super Duper Sarah. I wanted to come live here in Power Moms Online and take just a moment to talk about how I self-cared my way to success. Now, this for me is going to be a practice run because I have decided I'm going to do a webinar. I'm going to do a webinar talking about how I self-cared my way to success, and you can too. While it may sound cheesy, it is the direction I'm going because it works and it's real, and I just have to share it, and I just believe that it needs to be shared. So back in 2013, I really invested my time and my energy into working an online business, and I wanted to make it work. And so I started studying other people. I started studying people who were making, six figures and the big money. I started studying those people, and what they all told me is that they did personal development every day. Personal development was the most important thing to them. And so I started doing personal development. So I started my personal development journey back in 2013. Oh yeah, right. You love my hair. I went to the gym earlier. I still haven't even cleaned up, but whatever. I have to go live. So I started my personal development routine back then. And so that was the first inklings of me up-leveling or me beginning my transformation story. Because when I started doing personal development, the first book I read was The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. And in it, he talks about breaking things down into blocks, breaking things down into chunks. And one of the examples in the book is, if you replace one can of soda with a bottle of water in your meal plan or in your diet or in a person's life and don't in someone else's, over the course of 10 years, that's like a 10-pound weight gain. Now that might sound totally ridiculous and you not know why I'm comparing the two, but excuse me, I just ate an apple. It helped me realize that the little things that we do every single day are what adds up to the big thing that we want. And when I realized that, I decided that I was going to create this checklist of what I needed to do to be a successful person. I decided that I was going to put in the work to transform my life. And that's what I have done. But the funny thing is that work looks like things like 1, getting enough rest. 2, drinking enough water, staying hydrated. And hi, Shannon. You know me and my push for drinking enough water and getting enough rest. Those are the first 2 things. 3 was exercise. When you go study successful people, Tony Robbins, he talks about exercise. He talks about breathing. He talks about meditation. He talks about being grateful, affirmations, journaling. These are the things that I incorporated into my everyday life. And taking supplements, for example, tracking my nutrition. When I started doing these things, when I started to become aware of where my time went, what I was putting into my body, liquid-wise, nutrition-wise, content-wise, media-wise, what was I reading? What was I watching on TV? If I'm telling the world because I am telling myself and I believe that I want to live this lifestyle of success, that I want to build my dreams and I want to be home with my children and we want to be able to travel and I don't want to be worried about money. If I want those things, then I have to be willing to turn off the TV and put in my headphones and listen to an audiobook. If I want to have a healthy body, I have to choose not to go get 3 Dutch in one day. It's counterproductive. And so becoming your best self is about hanging on to those good decisions that we make. Those decisions need to feel good. And when our decisions feel good, we want to make them again and again and again. And that's why I have this 10-point ritual. It's 10 minutes to success. And almost all of these things can be done in 10-minute blocks. How long does it take you to drink 8 ounces of water? Really, it takes a few minutes. If you're thirsty, chug it down really quickly. 10 minutes to success is about putting you first. When I started putting myself first at 32, almost 33 years old, it's like I suddenly took off the weighted vest I'd been carrying around all my life. It's like I suddenly had the eyes to see myself for what I could be instead of myself for what I was right then. And I want to help everybody else get there too. And it really does start with the very, very simple things like taking good care of yourself. Because once we can get past that surface level of I've had enough sleep, my body has enough water, I've eaten well today. Once those things are covered, as moms, some of us know how hard it is just to get those basics covered. Once those things are covered, you may find that your creativity starts to spark again. That's been one of the most beautiful things for me in this self-care journey, this self-love journey that I've been on, is that my creativity is coming back. I explored painting for the first time back in February, and I've incorporated that. I incorporated creative writing again. I'm actually working on a story right now. I don't know if it's going to be a romantic story or not yet, but the lead character, his name is Vince. I can tell you things about him. I know the house he lives in. I can tell you about Vince's children. And it's all my creativity. It's all because I'm no longer so emotionally drained by, oh my God, I have to make money to support my family. Oh my God, I have to make money to support my family. The money comes and the money flows when I'm in a place of service, and I'm able to be in a place of service with my mental and emotional energy because I am well taken care of. Sarah is healthy and happy and terrific and well loved on. I struggle sometimes. I had a hard time last night, and I chose to share about that in my inner circle because that's where I'm able to be vulnerable, because that is a space of love and support and growth, as well as, coaching and direction and leadership to get your business where you need it to be. It's a place for friendship and sisterhood and brotherhood, and we're all in this together, and it takes a village to figure out how to transform your life and then hold yourself to it to get there. Because you can know what to do and never get there. You can have the mental knowledge, you can have an understanding of I need to do X, Y, Z, and you will never get there. And it's because you give yourself permission to, oh, I don't need to drink water, I can have a soda instead. And then you don't know why you didn't lose any weight this month. And it's because you made the decision to not. You just didn't see it as it was coming. And it's just like with our online businesses. At the end of the month, if you reached your $4,000 goal, you can be like, whoop, whoop, whoop. I got it because I worked my schedule. I followed my plan. I set a plan that I was in love with, and then I worked that plan. Or you can get to the end of the month and be like, I don't know what happened. God, I didn't make any money. I don't know what happened. And then I want you to be real with yourself and ask, did you do the steps? Did you take the action? Because I guarantee you it works. Working online, it's not complicated, but it is hard. And the hardest part is showing up. And that's the funny thing. So most of you know, I recently took a part-time job over here at Torrid. You can see the bag back behind me. And it's so funny. Any person in retail, any manager in retail will tell you the hardest part about working in retail about having employees in retail is getting them to show up. And I'm like, and I've known this for a while because I've been in retail before, but it's just so funny to me that the most complicated part of having a job is showing up for the job. Seriously? Really? If you show up every day in your business, you are ahead of 95% of the crowd. And did you know that that is the secret? That is really the only reason why most people don't succeed is because they don't show up? Could you commit to showing up in your business every single day for the next 30 days? That's it. I just decided. It is June 9th. On June 11th, I'm starting a challenge. If you would like to join me for a 30-day push, because I want to show you guys that the actions are simple, the hard work comes in choosing to do it every day, no matter what. And the goal is to get a 0 level marketing. So a like non-negotiable, I always do this in my business, that is so simple that you're guaranteed to do it no matter what happens in your life. And that's the point that I've gotten to now. What is now? Now is May of 2018. You guys, I just told you I started this back in 2013 and 14. And so it took me this long, and I'm being totally transparent, but you've got to decide that this is what I do for myself every single day. Now I was talking about my 10-point health ritual. That's how I self-cared my way to success. If you're interested in the 10-point business success ritual I invite you to drop the words business success ritual, and I will reach out to you and we'll see if you're a good fit for the inner circle. Because not everybody is, and that's okay. You know, I just interviewed someone today and we didn't feel like she was quite the right fit, and that's awesome. There's no worries. She's decided she wants to reach up higher to somebody's at a higher level than I am, and that's amazing. Good for her. I can't wait to see her growth. But something I learned is that I couldn't learn from celebrity because I'm so far below celebrity status. Like, hello, mom of 6, my hair's a mess, I'm still sweaty from the gym, but this is how I teach, this is how I show up in my life every day, and it's getting better and better. I mean, my quality of living's getting better, but this is still me, and I'm in love with this version of me, and it's how I want to be and how I want to teach. And so I believe we should work with people who are 2 steps ahead of us, and I want to attract people who are just barely 2 steps behind me. You guys, it is completely possible to have a business that generates $2,000, $4,000 a month in residual income, so that you're no longer focused on sales. You're no longer focused on getting new sales, making new sales, making new sales. You don't always have to make new sales. Once you've gained the clients, then you just serve. You just serve and you serve and you serve. So what you need to fall in love with is how you serve. Once you start serving in the way that you love, the people who want to pay you just flock to you, because suddenly I'm in my place of the way I love to serve. And I just love it. Like, I love it. And it's starting to show. My joy for my life, my joy for my schedule, my joy for me. Okay, sorry. That's how I self-cared my way to success, is I fell in love with loving on me. And that sounds silly, but when I'm well taken care of, I'm able to show up with positive energy in the form of a servant and say, how can I help you? What can I do for you? What do you need? Where are you at? What do you need to focus on? And now with the inner circle, we've got a process that is getting people where they need to be. We have Jessie closing a new client, and I believe she's about to close a new residual monthly client. So not just a one-time sale, but the monthly residual, just like we were talking about. And Sunny is also doing really good things. And you guys, I'm name dropping, so that means I'm going to come back and tag you, because this is a props to you girls. You did it. You did the work, and now you have the clients. That's all it takes, is doing the work and then serving the clients. All right, I'm going to hop off because, I was supposed to be at 10 minutes. I'm at 13. I love you, ladies. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here and supporting me on this live. If you want to hear more about the inner circle, if you want to hear more about my business success ritual, let me know. I have things I could talk about, but I only want to speak about what is helpful to you guys right now. Bye.